joining me on episode 2 of Tropical Week, my mini series. Today we're working with Crafter's Companion. This is the reveal window, and you can use this for any occasion. So today we're going to make this tropical style. It's really easy to make, so follow along. Here you have your large die. You're going to need to cut this out, and you're going to need to cut this one out. That is to get started. So I've done that, and I have my piece here, and my other one is here, and I'm just going to be using some Spectrum Noir paper to stamp on, and I'm going to be using the alcohol proof dye ink. I will be using my Spectrum Noir markers to color in my stamp. So today I'll be using the tropical stamps from the Sarah Signature Tropical Collection that came out a few years ago. So today I'm going to be using some of the stamps, and I will be using this flamingo here. Actually, I'm going to use this one. So you're getting two of them, one facing the left and one facing the right. So I'm going to use this one here, and this is going to be my front. And then for this one, I'm going to be using this beautiful parrot right here. So I'm just going to take those out, and if I can get it out. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. Okay, I'm going to need my larger stamp. I'm going to use this one here, and I'm going to place my ink, alcohol proof, because I will be using the alcohol markers. So just making sure I get enough ink on there, and then I will go ahead. What you want to do is stamp this in the center. So I'm going to place it down and just give it a good press and lift it up, and there we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the parrot. I'm going to stamp it as well. I'm going to remove this one, place the beautiful parrot here. And the tropical collection, unfortunately, is not no longer available. It was a Sarah Signature, so you know how that goes. It's a one and done. So yeah, but you can use any tropical stamps and dies that you have to create this into a beautiful tropical card. So then I'm going to go ahead and place this little, hold on, looks like I need a little more ink. Place this beautiful parrot in the center. I'm trying to see which way it goes. Okay, this way, because he's like sitting down or perching. I'm gonna do it like right here. And sorry for the camera shake, but I need to give him a really good press. Okay, and there we go. So while I have my stamps out, I'm going to be stamping a few of the palm leaves and palm fronds. So I'm going to be using some Distress Oxide and Twisted Citron. And I'm just going to stamp this. I'm going to stamp it right there. So just give it a little bit of a more color. And I'm just going to stamp that one there. Okay, and then I'm going to do the parrot. I have two other ones here that I'm going to use to stamp as well. So you can pretty much just do any design or any you know, whatever kind of decorating you would like to do. You can do before and after, meaning you can decorate it before you assemble it or after. Some of the things I like to assemble before, just to get it out the way. So I'm going to be doing that. And sorry, I'm just wiping off my stamp. Okay, so for the other stamps, I'm going to be using Memento and Cottage Ivy. And I'm just going to stamp that one there. And then this one, just giving it a good stamp. That one there. Okay, so also you are going to have in the kit, like I said, while I have out my stamps, you're going to have here in the kit, it says pull me, so your recipient will know to pull the card to reveal the window. You can use the stamp or you can use the dies. I'm going to be using the stamp. So to make that pull tab, you're going to need this piece here, and on your die sheet, it looks like this when you cut it out. So it has one score line. you're going to fold that in half, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp the pull me sign while I am stamping. So again, I'm just going to use the same. I'm going to use Cottage Ivy. Say that too fast. So I'm just going to use that, and a little tough to hold this paper and stamp it down, but that looks funky. So what I'm going to do is turn that inside out. That was awkward. All right, let me try fixing this stamp, and then let's try again. So actually I'm just going to spread it open like that, and then that's easier. Okay, stamp pull me, perfect. So now we move on to some coloring, and I'm going to color my flamingo first, and I am going to be using, for my flamingo Spectrum Noir, I'm going to be using Magenta Blend 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just going to start with the dark. I know everybody colors different, so yeah, be like, Princess, you're coloring wrong. No, everybody colors different. And disclosure, I am not a colorist, so let's just put that out there. So anyways, just do what you can. Sorry for the camera. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the lightest color and color that in. Sorry, I like to line. I like to line. I don't know why I do that, but I like to line it up. And then I'm just going to use this color here. And this is Fair Skin Blend. Okay, so that one is pretty much done. Super easy, right? So now we do the bird. And the bird, I have a few colors. So I have here blue turquoise shades. So I'm going to, actually I want to start with this color first, the coral shades. So I'm going to use the dark coral shades here at the top. And as you know, these birds can be multiple shades of colors. Like I said, I'm just throwing some colors. I'm not really trying to do anything perfect. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with this looks like an orange. So I'm going to use the mid, not the dark, since it's already kind of blending. And like I say, you can color however you color. Yeah, and then I'm going to use this green, alpine green. I'm going to use the mid and the light. And then for the top here, I'm going to use the blue. So I'm going to do a little bit of the dark. And then I'm going to go with the mid. And I'm going to go with the lighter. I actually wanted this to be a different color blue, but oh well. It does say turquoise, so okay. And then I'm going to use this fair skin color again in the dark and mid to color this part here. Okay. And then I see a random ink pen here. I'm just going to color in the little eye because that was bothering me. And then I feel like I'm missing, I thought I had a yellow color. Let me get that. So I have my yellow color, and I'm just going to use that here and color the little legs as well and the little feet. Who cares? Okay. So that part is done. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I stamped hello right here. So that will become part of the reveal. And then the final step for my coloring, I would like to add some sparkly, and then we can go ahead and assemble. So I have my clear sparkle pen, and I'm just going to sparkle up the flamingo. I'm going to sparkle up these as well. Love these pens. Okay, and then we go over to this side. Sorry, I'm so quiet. Okay. All right. Put some here too. Okay, that's enough. All right, so let's assemble. So actually I should probably give this a few seconds to dry. So I'm gonna put that to the side. I will be using some red liner tape. I have the, what size is this? I don't know, it's like the thinnest, the skinniest one. And then I have some embellishments as well. So when you use this and cut this out, you're going to have a score line here and a score line here. So what you want to do is flip this over and fold the score lines. Now it's not that much space for you to fold, so it may be a little tough. You can rescore it with your scoring board, and maybe that'll make the fold a little. I'm using Spectrum Noir paper as well, which is a really good quality paper because it's for alcohol markers. And then you're going to go and do the same thing here on this side. So just fold it, and you can get this this kit at Crafters Companion's website, or at the moment HSN, and I'll leave the links for that. So I'm going to put some red liner tape. You can use glue as well. If you use your tape pen, it's not, you know, it's too small of a space to really use your tape pen. So I would use glue. If you don't have the red liner tape, I would use glue instead. So I'm just going to cut this down, and then I'm going to put tape on the other side. So you want to also put just a small amount of the red liner tape here as well. So then now what you're going to do, there's a score line at the top, so where this folds in half, super easy. You're going to do that, and then you're going to take this one here and you're going to push it through like that. And then what we're going to do now is you're going to see these little 4 tabs. You're going to place each tab coordinating with the first, second, and third. Sorry. So I'm just going to put it back in. Okay, so like the first one will go through the first slot. The second one will go through the little second slot. The third one will go in the third slot, and then the fourth one will go in the fourth slot. Can't mess that up, okay? So then if you pull it, okay, so then now what we're going to do is flip this over, and we're going to remove the red liner tape, the backing from the red liner. So just remove it. I'm using some tweezers because it's easy to get it off, because this is such a thin tape. And you can pick this red liner tape up at your craft store. I got mine from Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure you can find it online as well, and I believe Crafters Companion does sell this tape as well, and it's pretty inexpensive. I paid probably like $2 for this, and I only use it like for special projects like this, because most of my projects I use glue, wet glue, and it works fine, but some things like this, it's a little extra special. Okay, and you want to use a good tape, because as your recipient's pulling this back and forth, you don't want it to come apart. So then you're just going to close this, and you can take your time to make sure you get every section, and you're just going to press down. Give it a good pressing. Okay, and then when you flip it over, everything should be perfect. Got that? Up and down. So then now we have this piece here, the pull me, and you just put some adhesive on it and place that over top so your recipient knows to pull. So I'm just going to use some wet glue for that one. And I'm just going to put a little bit here and here. You want to put some on each side. You don't want to put it all the way to the ends because it overlaps. So let's see, like right here. So just kind of line it up in the middle of that tab. And I'm just going to hold that in place for a little bit to let it dry. Just like this. So just to let it dry. So as that's drying, this is how it should be. And you see how my hello pops up as well. So perfect. And now you can place this on a card. You can do as small as an A2, as large as a 5x7, an 8x8, whatever size you prefer. So I just have some flamingo paper here that I'm just placing. Okay. So then the set also comes with some decorative pieces, and you have here, you have a decorative, this covers. This goes over, so if you take it off and you cut it out, it'll go over this as a decorative border if you like. So I did cut that out. And then you have some decorative hearts, and then the other little pieces go with the stamp set that came with it, which is this, so that you can cut these out. But we're not going to be using those. So for my border, I cut it out in the same flamingo paper, but I'm just using the opposite side. So I'm going to cut that, glue that over top to give it a border. So yeah, this is so cute, really pretty. You can use photos for this as well. I have not tried that yet, but you can use someone's photo. I'm just trying to make sure that so what you want to do is line it up so that you're not, so it's pretty much a perfect line up. Just line it up to the top of that little piece where you start to pull. Just don't cover up your picture, okay? Super pretty, right? So then now we're going to adhere this to the 5x7, and I'm going to use some glue. Make sure you use a strong glue or tape. I find that the wet glue works perfect. So then you just position this where you want. Do not put glue or tape on this part where you have to pull, okay? Just trying to make sure I have this lined up. So then you can still pull. Okay, but this needs to dry. So then now we can finish decorating, and I just have some some little decorative pieces that I've used from some other tropical kits that I have, and I'm just going to put that down and decorate. Using other pieces from other tropical kits that I have. So use what you have, and this will be a nice card to make someone, especially in the tropical theme, to say happy summer or goodbye to summer, what a fun summer, etc. Okay, so I showed this in a previous video, but my friend Dieta had made me one and I fell in love. So here it is. This is hers, and this is, she used the stamps that came with the kit. So cute, right? Super sparkly and pretty. Thanks again, Dieta. And then here is my finished card. So we have the beautiful hello and the parrot and the flamingo. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the season finale, episode 3 of the Tropical Week mini series. Bye.